I get up at 7:30 and work 4 hours a day. 9 to 12 in the morning, 5 to 6 in the evening. Businessmen would achieve better results if they studied human metabolism. No one works well 8 hours a day. No one ought to work more than foo. When I used to teach creative writing, I would tell the students to make their characters want something right away, even if it's only a glass of water. Characters paralyzed by the meaningless of modern life still have to drink water from time to time. Nothing ever really ends. That's the horrible part of being in the short story business. You have to be a real expert on ends. Nothing in real life ends. Millicent at last understands. Nobody ever understands. If you want to make people laugh or cry about little black marks on sheets of white paper, what is that but a practical joke? All the great storylines are great practical jokes that people fall for over and over again. You can't write novels without a touch of paranoia. I'm paranoid as an act of good citizenship, concerned about what the powerful people are up to. I think it can be tremendously refreshing if a creator of literature has something on his mind other than the history of literature so far. Literature should not disappear up its own asshole, so to speak. The reason novels were so thick for so long was that people had so much time to kill. I do not furnish transportation for my characters. I do not move them from one room to another. I do not send them up the stairs. They do not get dressed in the mornings. They do not put the ignition key in the lock, and turn on the engine, and let it warm up and look at all the gauges, and put the car in reverse, and back out, and drive to the filling station, and ask the guy about the weather. My reason for writing is unfortunately in line with Hitler's and Stalin's. I think writers should serve their society. Jokes are efficient things and they must be as carefully constructed as mousetraps. And so for me to write a page of a novel is a very slow business, because the whole thing has to be rigged in order to snap at the end. My books are essentially mosaics. Thousands and thousands of tiny little chips all glued together, and each chip is this thing I learned to do, this thing I learned to make as a child, which is a little joke. I try to keep deep love out of my stories because, once that particular subject comes up, it is almost impossible to talk about anything else. Readers don't want to hear about anything else. They go gaga about love. If a lover in a story wins his true love, that's the end of the tale, even if World War III is about to begin, and the sky is black with flying saucers.